Story starts with a love for science. I have always been interested and intrigued in the natures of how science works in our natural world, always asking questions and wanting to know more. Having taken biological sciences in university, I then taught ESL in Korea for a year. There I found a love of teaching students. But what made me realize I wanted to be a teacher is when there were moments, student realizations, when they finally understood something. I then realized I wanted to combine my new-found love of teaching with the passion for science. My statement is I believe that teaching should involve understanding over time rather than retaining knowledge, and this should be accomplished with an inquiry-based science approach and student obligations in the classroom. First, I believe in an inquiry-based learning approach, such as drive inquiry. This is critical for student understanding in the long run. This has been proposed by philosophers such as the constructivist view of Montessori. Too many times students leave school memorizing facts, equations, etc., not having a real understanding. For example, a student may memorize the definitions of dependent and independent variables. However, the student may perform a lab and still be unable to explain what variable is being measured and what is being changed. The student needs to go through the lab themselves and understand things for themselves. A student also needs to be able to draw a graph and visualize what is the dependent, what is the independent variable on the x and y axes. Personally, I am in a course supporting inquiry science here at the Faculty of Education, where I'm learning this. The key is not to give students the answer, but guide them in the right direction. Having an inquiry learning backbone, I believe students should also have obligations to themselves and other students in the classroom. As a teacher during practicum, I gave help during lunch hour, but this was not enough. As Plato said, there are gold and copper students. I believe the gold students should help the copper students. This can be done by grouping them in seating arrangements, projects, etc. Finally, I believe that people are the products of their environment, but they still have a choice in how they respond. For example, I taught at a school with low social economic status, but students still had the choice to work hard or to not work hard. I grew up myself in a high socioeconomic status school, and I know it was the same thing. So I know that students are the product of their environments, but they have a choice.